Hey, now it's the Rob from 106.1 KISS FM here with my tag team partner in podcasting.
Hey, what's up? Eric Cordes here with WKDQ. It's another week of the Enhancement talent.
Fight, Eric, fight.
I'm ready.
Nice. I like that shirt. Looking good.
And, so Friday, I wasn't around the office. We didn't get to really chat a lot about what was blowing up social media. So
what should we talk about today?
I don't know.
I
It is.
I feel like there wasn't a whole lot of wrestling news this weekend.
Everybody was talking wrestling news, and you know when everybody's talking about the wrestling business, then we ought to talk about it here on the Enhancement talent.
Yeah, I don't exactly know where to take it, but out of left field, Hulk Hogan on Friday morning is wiped clean on the WWE website of the shop merchandise part of the Tough Enough page. He is gone. And we don't exactly know why immediately. That was like Thursday night. I didn't hear about it until Friday morning because I go to sleep really early. And then we find out it had something to do with a racist rant. But we hadn't seen anything yet. And then by the time we got off the air, I was starting to see excerpts from the Bubba the Love Sponge wife sex tape with Hogan.
That thing comes back like every couple of years, and here it has been the biggest news out of that tape so far, and that is Hogan talking to somebody. Did we ever figure out who he was talking to in the video?
I assume it was Bubba or his wife, but no, it doesn't. I haven't seen anything explicitly say who he was talking to.
But speaking on our good friend Brooke and her music career and getting funded by some gentleman, and
she was getting more than funded from what Hulk has to say.
According to Hulk, but the bottom line of this, he used some language in there that just really uncalled for.
Indefensible. I mean, inexcusable. And not only that, it's like I almost wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt, but when you use the N-word that many times, as freely as you do and the way you do, and then you precede it with "I'm a racist." That's damning.
Yeah, that kind of says it all, and it not that it should ever be joked about, but even if you were in a joking context,
right,
saying it would be one thing, but this really wasn't.
No, it was. There's no silver lining. You can't be like, but there's this, but no, you really can't.
And again, there are a lot of people have come out and defended Hulk, which is fine. I mean, just because this happened a few years ago doesn't mean he's the worst person in the world. Doesn't mean that he should be arrested. It's
not illegal.
It's not illegal. No. But what did happen was that he was erased clean from all the WWE things. And what I find a hard time with is the people that are saying that shouldn't have happened, because I totally get that. I 100% get him being, at least for the time being, taken out of anything WWE, WWF related. I mean, you're still going to see his matches on the network, whatever, but anything specifically dedicated to him or his, hosting duties. Any publicly traded company gets somebody on their staff, in a compromising position like this, they're going to be let go. That's just how it is. Yeah,
including the very, very top. A lot of people would put Hulk Hogan at the top of the wrestling Mount Rushmore.
Sure.
And even he was not safe from this. Here's what I think, and you can tell me how you feel about this. Like, I feel like what they've done, I understand, and I would even say I agree with.
Sure.
I agree with the way they've handled it. I don't think it needs to go much further, though. Like,
no.
I hear them talking about removing him from the Hall of Fame.
Nah, you can't really do that.
I feel like you could say he shouldn't go in, but you can't take him out, no. I feel like, in my opinion. I don't like when they try to erase people from history. Like, I get not wanting to sell his merchandise, which is fine, not wanting to give him any sort of royalties or finances or whatever.
And to take him off Tough Enough makes absolute sense, absolutely.
But don't tell me that, like, the Andre match at WrestleMania 3 didn't happen.
Right.
Kind of thing.
And I don't see that happening here.
I don't either.
I mean, there's a big difference between, Hogan and Benoit. Let's
right,
put it that
and
way.
even Benoit's come back slowly.
Yeah, and I think, and like you said, I mean, it's exactly enough. I don't think Benoit is going to be, coming back any more than he has. You know what I mean?
Right,
His matches on the network, that's about it. Put him in the title history, yes, don't make it clickable to where you can see his. Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Don't sell a Benoit DVD.
Exactly. So I think, and two completely different situations here.
Correct. One is way different.
And here's where, down the line, sure, Hogan may get a chance to be back around. It's going to be a while, but I think he'll eventually get that chance to be back around and get some forgiveness.
I was talking with a friend about this too, and I had to think about it, but I do believe he'll be back. Mm-hmm. I would say in the 5-year time frame.
Let's talk about the people who have, defended Hogan as opposed to the people who are, 100% against Hogan. A lot of those people who were against him, people who were already against him, Scott Steiner, completely ranting about him. But, there has been some people to come to his support. Mm-hmm. Guys like Dennis Rodman, George Foreman, for example.
Virgil.
Thanks, Virgil, for that.
I think Virgil's I'm getting attention. This is great.
$20 for that opinion, I think, is what he's charging. So there you go, Virgil.
Well, you know what? I want to throw this out there, too. When the Paula Deen thing happened, I was saying on the air quite a bit, I do think actions speak louder than words. Mm-hmm. And I was using that against Paula Deen. And I suppose you could kind of use that in a defense for Hulk Hogan, maybe, in that he did good things for a lot of people.
Yeah.
But the words, I am a racist, I don't like those words, and that's part of the transcript.
Yeah, I don't. I don't know what the context is, but still, this whole video situation from the beginning has been odd to me. So here it just keeps going.
This is what you have to expect when your buddy's a bubble love sponge.
Yeah.
I feel like.
I feel bad. Honestly, I tell you who I feel bad for. More than anything is Brooke. I talked to one of my friends who actually represents her in her country music career, budding country music career, which she's trying to. And they've been calling the last couple of weeks. She just put out her first country single, and asking us to take a look at it. And now it's one of those things that you don't want to touch that either, considering she was involved in that whole situation. Not her fault, but her name was pulled into.
I'll say this: I get what you're saying, but when you piggyback off of your dad's success, you take the good with the bad.
That's true.
She wouldn't be where she is without her dad's success. So now, guess what? Now that your dad's not exactly hot property, this is what happens to you as well. If she's a good enough musician, she'll make it.
Sure.
She'll stand the test. I'm curious to see what happens on Tough Enough. I already heard who's going home.
Oh, you did?
Hulk Hogan.
Oh, yes.
I hear the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, maybe sitting in his chair.
I know that's your favorite. I know Brett's your favorite. But in this situation, in this format, I don't think he fits.
I get what you're saying, that he's not the best or most entertaining speaker, but as far as coaching and evaluating talent, I think he is great for this.
Well, he is, but consider the format of the show, consider how it works, and they want to make it very entertaining. I would have shot for somebody like a Mick Foley, or just sit Chris Jericho down in the chair and tell him to be quiet on the mic and let Renee handle it.
There's nothing Bret Hart can sign on to that I will be against.
I know.
I'm pretty excited about this.
Yeah, we'll see if Bret ends up sitting in that chair tomorrow night. In the meantime, we'll see what happens with the Hulkster. But as it stands right now, we won't see the red and yellow for a little while, I have a feeling.
I think so too. So there you have it. There's our opinion on this Hulk Hogan scandal. So for myself, the Rob,
and for Eric Cornish, you have a great week, and we'll check out Raw tonight, see if we get a little closer to finding out what happens at SummerSlam. Keep in touch with us at the E-Talent and subscribe.